All hail the new Galaxy S5. Google wants to tango with developers. Only the cool kids can stream the Oscars. Your Facebook profile is pretty much immortal, and Iron Man is real, you guys. Or at least he will be. I'm Natalia Jones. Take 5 from your Friday grind to catch up on what you've missed this week in industry news with the Petra 5 and 5. After much hype, the Samsung Galaxy S5 was finally released Monday at the Mobile World Congress. There's a lot to talk about here, but I'll give you a quick rundown on what's new with this Galaxy model. The S5 includes a fingerprint scanner, heart rate sensor, Android 4.4 KitKat. It's 0.1 inches larger than the S4, comes in 4 colors: copper, yum, shimmery white, blue, and charcoal black. Its back panel features tiny dimples, and it's waterproof and dustproof. The S5 is in alliance with military spec IP67, so it could take a 30-minute soak in up to 3 feet of water and be okay. The heart rate monitor works with the camera flash. Hold your finger over it to take your pulse. A red glow will let users know when it is activated. The heart rate sensor works with an app called S Health 3.0, which is also a pedometer, fitness coach, and exercise tracker. That's just the skinny on the S5, but I think it's safe to say this is definitely a prime contender in the smartphone market. Google wants to tango with app developers in its latest project. Project Tango is a prototype 5-inch phone that contains customized hardware and software designed to track full 3D motion of the device, while also creating a map of the environment. The phone's camera is a standard 4-megapixel, but includes a special combination RGB and IR sensor and a low-resolution image tracking camera. All of that combined gives the phone a similar perspective on the world as you and I see it. Data is fed to a crazy smart processor. So what can we do with all of that data? Google is giving out 200 of these prototype phones to developers for testing. Potential applications could include 3D mapping apps for design and even to help the visually impaired see in front of them and give warnings to obstacles in their paths. Interested developers can apply for one of the phones by visiting www.google.com/ATAP/Project For the first time ever, ABC is streaming the Oscars, you guys. But not for everyone. Only the cool cable subscribers are allowed to this party. The 86th Annual Academy Awards are going down this Sunday, March 2nd at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 5:30 p.m. Pacific Time. Live coverage will only be viewable, though, through Watch ABC on the web or ABC's iOS and Android apps, both of which you gotta pay to have. Also, you gotta live in New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, Philadelphia, San Francisco, Houston, Raleigh, Durham, or Fresno to stream the event, because Watch ABC isn't nationwide. Did I just get snubbed? And even if you are in that group, you'll still need a Cablevision, Cox, Charter, Midcontinent, Verizon, FiOS, Google Fiber, or AT&T UVerse subscription if you want to see who gets Best Picture. Sheesh, those regulations are longer than most acceptance speeches. If you're not in the in crowd for streaming access, the Oscars Backstage second screen experience will be available to everyone regardless of location or service provider. And highlight clips will be posted to Oscars.com 5 to 10 minutes after they air. After all that, I may just stick with the highlights. Not to get morbid on a Friday, but what happens on Facebook when we die? Obviously, everyone will be posting how dull Fridays are without my 5 and 5 post. But seriously, does my profile live on after my life? Until recently, Facebook had a pretty blunt policy to memorialize a profile by locking down all of the privacy settings and restricting visibility to only Facebook friends of the deceased person's profile. However, that changed on Wednesday. Now Facebook will keep a profile's visibility as is. In other words, if your profile is public, it will stay that way even after you've left this world. Recently, Facebook sent everyone a look-back video to celebrate the social media's 10th birthday. Facebook will now do the same for any family member who requests a memorial video of a deceased Facebook user. That's all very touching, but more so than ever, it's probably wise to make sure you're okay with all those posts and pics currently on your timeline, because they're pretty much immortal. Did President Obama admit the government is building a real-life Iron Man? I think he did. The president recently met with top engineers and Pentagon peeps. In an interview, he publicly said, basically, I'm here to announce that we're building Iron Man. Not really, maybe, it's classified. People laughed, but it's real, you guys. The U.S. military is building Iron Man, and the first 3 prototypes are coming this June. The Army's Iron Man suit, officially called the Tactical Assault Light Operator Suit, TALAS for short, will not have flying capability, missiles, or repulsors, but it will have ballistic and shock protection, fire retardant capability, and will be able to store and release energy to prevent injuries and increase performance. Not to mention, the suit will also include integrated communications, body and external sensors, and a head-up display for battle information graphics in real time with night vision. Oh, and did I mention that it will have an attachable exoskeleton with hydraulics for strength and speed? 56 corporations, 16 government agencies, 13 universities, and 10 national laboratories are working to make Iron Man real. Let's hope he doesn't come with a Tony Stark ego. I'm Natalia Jones. Thanks for tuning in. That's all the time I've got for this week's 5 in 5. Be sure to check back in with Petra Channels on Monday for the Petra Pulse, where I'll give you a sneak peek at what's new to the Petra site. Have a wonderful weekend. You know you could always spend it relaxing and surfing through any of our social media sites, or feel free to email me with your thoughts to feedback@petra.com.